song. So no one told you that was gonna be this way.
Yeah! Let's start it! Okay, don't forget to speak into the mic, guys.
Yes.
To the mic. Okay. So welcome back to another episode of Mental Breakup, where in this episode we find out whether we've matured more. Maybe! So I'm your host, Vanessa. Today's topic is something that's close to our hearts, friends. We all agree friends definitely have a special place in our hearts. So before we start, let's say one of the most memorable things you've done with your friends.
Okay. I mean, I can go first.
Yes, please start us off.
On the top of my head, to celebrate the New Year's this year, my friends and I counted down together, and then we hiked all the way to a beach and watched the sunrise.
Oh,
yeah.
That's
so
sweet.
cute.
That's what we did this year.
But hiking on New Year's.
Little questionable,
I mean,
but period. I respect the effort.
yeah, definitely
We're like
respect.
on the grind now.
Wow, so sporty.
For me, one of the most memorable is me and my best friends are, before we're the same team in a rope skipping team representing Hong Kong. And then we went to a world championship in China.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was the most memorable.
Okay.
So welcome back to the top 5 things we are finding out about Vanessa through this podcast that I did not know.
Guys, we're gymnastics, jazz, dancer, rope
I know.
skipping.
The list goes on and on and on.
Everything. Okay, well-rounder.
Mine is kind of boring, not gonna lie. I guess it would just be like graduating with my friends. Because we've
sweet.
we've been together since one of my friends actually, I've been with him since kindergarten. So I've known him like 90% of the time that I've been alive, basically. And then the rest, obviously, met them along the way, primary school, secondary school. But yeah, I guess just graduating with them was nice. Yeah, and seeing where we all are now.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
So sweet.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. I'm gonna have to join you on that one. I have a very simple moment, but my most memorable thing ever is recently I had a little dinner with all of my friends and my whole group. Everyone came to my house and I cooked. Okay, I didn't cook everything. My sister
Chef.
helped me cook some of it, okay, because she is technically the better chef in the family. but I still put an effort. And I cooked we made food for all of my friends and they all came over and it was just to see everyone in my house and everyone just there together. It was the most wholesome thing. I could not wipe the smile off my face. I was like, oh my god. I was like, guys, you're in my house. And that's literally where we took the photo after when we hung out at the back.
Oh.
That's why that's why I love it so much.
Guys, look at our background again.
Because I'm sorry, all of the people in that photo, I love you guys so much. You guys are the realest people I've ever met. For real.
For real.
For real.
I think my most memorable moment would probably be the time that I went to a beach in Saigon with my friend. So it was an hour taxi ride from Saigon and then an hour's hike to reach the beach.
Damn.
So that
Damn.
was pretty fun.
Is it Big Wave Bay?
No, I think
Thailand
it's...
one?
No, I think it's called...
Keep guessing.
Wrong.
It's called Long Khe.
Long Key one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That one is really far. But then the scenery was really worth it.
Oh, that's so cute.
We just chilled there.
That's nice.
That's so nice. You can't go wrong with a beach day.
Yeah,
I feel
can't
the
possibly.
simplest thing, it's the most memorable thing.
I agree.
Low key, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're dressing up today
Yes,
again.
we are.
And we're dressing up as characters from Toy Story.
Because you got a
friend in me.
A what?
You got a friend in me.
A what?
Friend in me. Harmonize. In me.
I can't sing.
Guys, let's never start a band.
No.
Let's stick to podcasting.
Comment down below if you want a karaoke episode.
Dislike. Should we just go down? Just say the character.
Yeah.
Jesse.
Woody.
Barbie.
Bo beep.
Buzz Lightyear.
Yay! Okay, so the theme is friends, and we're gonna start with a bit of debate question.
Okay.
It started out a bit of a easy but kind of fun question.
Okay.
Alright.
So, can girls and guys really be friends?
That's really interesting.
I would say yes.
Okay.
I would say yes, definitely.
I would also say yes. Like, heavily yes.
Yes.
Guys and girls can be friends.
I would say yes as well.
It depends.
I would say it depends.
Okay, you guys are always unsure.
The ones who are like,
Yeah.
I'm a 50-50.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Yeah.
Tell me why.
Vanessa, you go first.
Because I used to have a friend since kindergarten.
Ooh.
And I went to the same middle school with him for 6 years. And first of all, after kindergarten, we're not that close. But after we went to the same middle school, we gotten even closer. And it started as friends. And then I suddenly, kind of had a crush on him.
Ooh.
So, it's kind of, I feel kind of, very conscious when I'm around him. Like, how should I present or...
Yup.
And it's just I can't even have a normal conversation with him because I always keep thinking what should I talk about? Is he interested or not?
But it's weird because you guys have been friends for 7 years. But all
Yeah.
of a sudden, a switch happens.
Yeah.
And you see him differently, so then you become more cautious around him.
Yeah, and it's somehow it just parted ways because he went to UK, but even though we have texted for a while, even though those conversations are kind of flirty.
Okay.
But-
So he was reciprocating.
Oh.
I think so.
Okay.
But it just ended awkwardly at the end.
Did
So,
you ever tell him how you felt?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
But do you feel based off of how you acted around him, he could kind of fill in the blanks?
I think so because I started to talk even more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Interesting. So I think for me, I was in the
Yeah.
same boat as Vanessa, where me and my guy friend, we were friends for a really long time, and I had always seen him platonically, but one day, all of a sudden, a switch
Yeah.
happened,
Okay.
and I started seeing him as potential, and I think there was attraction there. And once that attraction grew, that's where I was like, oh shoot, I used to be a believer that guys and girls can just be friends, but I feel in the back of your head, you're always kind of thinking whether or not there's potential there. And I feel especially with guys and girls, once you start maturing and you start working on yourself and you work on how it's so surface level, but your looks and your lifestyle,
Yeah.
and you see your friends also changing as well, sometimes you grow attraction towards
Yeah,
that too.
I agree. Yeah.
So it's a little bit iffy. I do have a lot of guy friends, but at the same time, I also don't like all of them in a
yeah, yeah.
romantic
Of
way.
course. Of course.
But yeah, it depends on the situation because you can always say guys and girls can just be friends, but you can never predict when you might potentially like someone or when they like you back.
Yeah.
or like
That
you.
is true.
Yeah.
I actually could resonate with that, but in another way round. It's more the guy friends started seeing me as more than a platonic relationship. And then that's when things get kind of difficult for me and difficult for them as well, of course.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell them I am not interested in a romantic relationship. And in some cases, we just parted ways because it was just too difficult.
Yeah, it gets
So-
awkward too.
Yeah,
it
it's-
does.
So awkward because what do you
awkward.
do?
Yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going through it a little bit right now.
Oh.
And the thing is with me, if I like someone and I can't hold it in anymore, I tell them.
Damn, I don't have that kind of courage to
Yeah.
I feel like I've put myself in so many situations where I've been up for rejection, but oh, and this is another thing. Like for me, once I meet a guy, I'm pretty good at establishing, okay, this is just a guy friend versus this is a guy I'm potentially interested in.
Uh-huh.
But that was the first case where he was my friend and feelings developed. And I was like, oh, okay, this is a little bit tricky.
Yeah. I resonate with you guys a lot. I have both ends of the stick of that entire question. Yes, I do believe that you can be just friends with a guy, because like one of my closest like best friends is a guy, and like we don't really talk very often. Like we talk maybe once every like 2 months, because I'm really bad at keeping in touch because I'm so busy all the time. But like whenever we do talk, it's like completely calm, and I could never see him in any other way, because just like no, like it's just weird, you know?
Yeah, you just have
Like, you know what I
interest.
mean? But then I've had instances where I've been really close to people, and because I'm so close to you, and because I feel like I can be so comfortable with you, that like I kind of start developing feelings.
Yeah.
So like you
Yeah, yeah.
can't really help it sometimes, but I feel like in those scenarios, it's always best when it's reciprocated. If it's not, then I used to
of
just shut up.
course.
I used to just like, as in sometimes like I would kind of hint or like throw something out there. I'd be like, balls in your court now. But then they don't do anything, and I'm like,
So
okay, fine, retract.
hypothetically, yeah, I mean, I think because I do believe that guys and girls can be friends, but obviously there are exceptions
Yeah.
where something will happen, and it's basically out of your control. But I think in general, I think I'm confident in saying that guys and girls can just be friends.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
If you and like the opposite sex friend are in a room alone and you guys get drunk together, do you think things can stay platonic?
Yes.
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 1,000%
Yes.
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 I think so. I had never been in that situation before, so
Do you not think so, Sandra?
No, I mean, I do think so, but then there's always those cases where they're like,
Yeah, okay.
sometimes-
Okay, yes. There's sometimes, it really depends on who you stick me in a room with.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then, like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's some like, random dude, then I'd be like, you take the bottle, buddy.
No,
Bye.
but like not random dude friends though.
I know, but like, you know what I mean? Like, some friends can be like acquaintance friends,
Yeah.
and like your close friends. Sometimes even your closest friends are like, "It will get away from me." You know what I mean? So it really depends on who.
Ooh, I have a hop off question though.
okay.
What if you're dating someone and they had the opposite sex, like an opposite sex friend, like, and they're best friends and they hang out with each other? How would you feel?
Oh my
about
God,
that?
Sandra, I hate you for bringing that up, because I've had so many arguments about just that. Oh my God, it should be okay if you can trust, bro. I'm gonna say this one time because I don't want to get heated about it. Trust your partner. If you don't, then get out of it. I don't know what to tell you. You can't tell someone to stop being friends with someone.
Yeah.
Okay, like plain and simple. At that point, it doesn't even become whether or not like your boyfriend still talks to that person or your girlfriend still talks to that person. It becomes more of like a thing, can I even trust you enough to go and hang out with your friends? Because if I can't, then why are we in this relationship? If they give you some reason to think otherwise, then fine. I'd understand why you'd feel a way about it. But at the same time, it's more about you and your partner rather than the other friend that's involved. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I might be getting it completely wrong, but that's just personally what I've believed in. Like, if you can trust your partner to know enough that they won't do anything and that that's purely just their friend, keep it that way.
I'd say it's fine for you to have an opposite sex best friend in a relationship as long as you're not spending more time with them in comparison to your significant other.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
I
Okay,
agree with that.
Fair. Yeah. Makes sense.
I never had that. Like, I never experienced that before. But yeah, what you said, like trust and finding a balance, it's very important.
Trust is important.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys are stealing points from my episode.
Okay.
Don't
We have
worry, we'll
beef,
discuss
internal
it more.
beef. I
Yeah.
actually hate all of them. I'm sorry. I'm joking. We're all
Okay.
friends. Friends.
I guess we can like dive deep into that in your episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the actual questions. So the
Oh.
first question is, do you agree with a friend in need is a friend indeed? So what that means is a friend who helps you when you really need help is a true friend.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
I agree with
Yeah,
that
I agree.
statement.
Yes, I
But-
think.
I don't think they always need to be there. Because
agree.
sometimes I do get it. When you are going through something, the only person you want to have around is your closest friends.
Yeah.
At least even me personally, like yesterday I was having a really bad day and I immediately went to one of my best friends where I was like, I need to see you. But like sometimes when they're not there, they can't be there. I don't think I would ever hold it against them.
Of
But I would
course,
never
of
say
course.
that
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
not a friend indeed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would still say you're still my friend. It's just if you couldn't be there for me there, perfectly fine.
Yeah.
I will still be there for you. One thing I learned recently, and if like one of my friends watches this, he's gonna be like, "Oh my god, you stole this from me." But basically, you can always give, but have no expectations back.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to go about anything. Because if you do
Yeah.
that and you have no expectations, whatever you receive will literally be a blessing.
I mean, yeah, I agree with you in the sense that they can't always be there for you, and that doesn't change the fact that they are true friends.
Yeah.
But then I was also thinking, just because somebody is there for you doesn't mean always will be a true friend. Like they could be in the moment, but you know, things can change, relationships change, things happen.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, anybody who is there for me when I really needed them is going to be like somebody special to me.
Yeah. I agree. I always have those moments there where I need my friend, but sometimes I feel like I keep on relying on them, which is not good for me. I also want to try to overcome the situation by myself. So
Yeah.
it's okay for my friends to be next to me to support me, but sometimes I feel like I need to overcome them by myself instead of having a friend to help me.
Quite similar. For me, I like to usually deal with challenges on my own, and my friends know that. So there are times where they know I'll be going through something really tough, and they know to give me my space and not take it personally when I'm not answering my phone and when I go MIA. I also do agree, if a friend is able to help you through your tough times, I don't expect them to actually take control over that situation, but be there for me when I need to talk. Be like my emotional support.
Yeah.
I don't need you to solve the problem for me. I just kind of sometimes like to sit in silence with company, and when my friends do that, I already feel supported. But I also agree with you, Ritz. Like, I also don't expect my friend to be there for me 24/7, and just because they're busy and they don't have time when I face a problem, I'm not going to take that personally. Like, I genuinely think that good friendships are able to withstand time, distance, and silence.
For
I
sure.
agree with
For
that.
sure.
If you're
agree.
able to come back after that and have things like not change at all, that is a sign of like friendship to me.
That's
Yeah.
how you know.
That's how you know, exactly. And I feel like with all of my friends right now, that is the relationship I have with them. And like, I don't know, I'm just so grateful for them. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I actually really agree with that. As in, we could tell who are true friends when, say, after not talking for half a year because you're just busy,
Yeah.
and then when you meet up, it's like just like yesterday.
Yeah.
And you guys
Yeah.
exactly. So I think that's what's really important, and also similar to Sandra, like and Vanessa, I usually like to try to solve problems myself.
Yeah.
So I usually see friends as like somebody who I could go to for emotional support, to just simply listen to me,
Yeah.
like just yapping, ranting, or whatever. So yeah, that's how I see how friends help me in my most difficult times.
And I'd say for me too, a lot of the friends who I have now in my life are able to provide me with that emotional guidance and support when I really need it. I feel like we're both on the same page where when we're going through something, like we always ask each other, like, do you want advice or do you just want to be heard right now? And I feel like that's always really helpful in terms of like communicating with friends, because sometimes you just want to be heard. You don't want to be like told off and like given advice from the get-go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I think it's good that you guys try to communicate that and
Yeah.
make that clear. Because, like, sometimes people, as you said, just want to be heard instead of saying, oh, you should do this, you should do
this.
that.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Loki,
Yeah.
I think I do that. Like when people come to me with problems, I tend to try to fix them for them.
But this is actually a really good question to ask. Sometimes, like, if someone comes to you talking about a problem, you just say, do you want me to just listen to you, or do you want me to give you advice?
Yeah.
And that usually
Yeah.
solves, like, the problem of
A lot,
whether or
yeah.
not the
Yeah.
person sharing will feel offended or not afterwards.
So, damn, that was deep. that was very deep. Yeah. Let's go to the second question. So, which is more important in friendship, honesty or loyalty?
Ooh.
Honesty, 100%.
Honesty.
What do you define as loyalty?
I think loyalty is, for example, you do something wrong, and your friend is so loyal to you that they're like, oh no, it's fine. Like, whatever you did is fine. Like,
So they're like your yes men.
yes,
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of.
Okay.
Whereas honesty, it would be like, you do something
You
wrong,
hold people accountable.
but your friend is honest, and they're like, I love you, but I think what you did there wasn't right.
yeah.
So loyalty,
Yeah.
that's how I
Honestly-
would interpret it.
honesty.
Like, absolute loyalty
Yeah,
versus
same.
honesty.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
then
that's my definition of
honesty,
it,
honesty
too.
definitely, for
Yeah.
sure.
Honesty. bro.
Honesty.
Easy.
Honesty.
Damn.
Damn, well, we agreed. We all agreed.
Quick. So, like, some of my friends, they prefer loyalty over
Really?
honesty. Yeah.
I feel like they're the kind of people that probably can't handle
the truth.
the truth.
Yeah.
Criticism.
I do
Uh,
see though why for some people loyalty may be more important is because to them, if you're not loyal to them and their beliefs and what they want, you're not giving them anything. You're not adding to them. You're not benefiting them in any way because you're not with them. I don't want to be
Red flag.
mean, bro. I really don't. It is
It's
a red flag.
Yeah, red.
It's low key a red flag because I've been in that situation before and it's not very pretty. So yeah.
I'd say a person who expects an absolutely loyal friend is insecure because
Fair.
they are not able to say their own opinions or have differing opinions from their friend without feeling like they are being disrespected, betrayed or disregarded or belittled. Yeah, if you're able to have an honest friend tell you straight up, oh, by the way, I actually don't agree with what you're saying, and have them just take that and not see it as an insult. Yeah.
I think if you have differing opinions and you can have a discussion about it rather than an argument,
Yeah.
then that is a sign of a healthy friendship.
I think in high school, definitely absolute loyalty was
A big
a
thing.
big
Yeah,
thing.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah, yeah.
Like with all of those cliques and stuff like that, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
you hang out with that person from that group, you can't be seen with us. Or, okay, not to
Yeah.
that extent.
Not to that extent.
Okay,
but
we don't go to
But I
high school in
experienced
the
that
US.
before.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I was kind of like that as well. It's where I was in a friend group and I just started hanging out with other people just because I was interested in getting to know more people, and
Fair.
they saw it as like, oh, okay, wow, other people are gonna see you hanging out with them. They're gonna be like, you're not even loyal to us.
I don't know. Talking about this kind of gets me low-key a little riled up because I've been in a situation where my loyalty was taken advantage of because okay, so obviously no names, no nothing. Essentially, long story short, what happened is when I didn't start following her thing or whatever she wanted to do, and I kind of started just being like, don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
She cut me off, and she didn't care because I didn't want to do her dirty laundry anymore. You know what I mean, kind
Yeah.
of thing. But honestly, being out of that now and looking back on it now, so grateful for it.
Yeah.
So grateful
Definitely.
for that. Because if that didn't happen, I don't know what my mindset would be today. And I'm so appreciative of the fact that sometimes, even when you don't expect it, sometimes friends who used to be your closest friends can really open your eyes up
Yeah.
to what's going on right in front of you. It's how did I not see this so long ago, and now I've finally opened my eyes and I've seen it. Let me get the hell out of here, you know?
Yeah.
I think honesty and loyalty, they have to come in a balance together. If you don't have
Yes.
honesty
Yes.
or loyalty,
Yeah.
one of them, it's gonna be off balance. So, and I wouldn't think if a friend just have loyalty, it's considered a friend. Because if you're not loyal and you're not honest, then they wouldn't like. I wouldn't call it like a healthy friend relationship.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so I think it's finding a balance between them.
The two.
Yeah.
For sure. I think like just as like you guys were talking about, when the loyalty part is way too emphasized, then it's kind of like, speaking from one of my experiences, it's kind of like your friend just expects you to stick with them no
Yes.
matter what they
Yes.
did wrong, or no matter how much they hurt you. So it's like, I want to just cut this friendship, I want to end it, but they're like, I feel betrayed,
Yeah.
even though I felt like they were doing just way too much. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
thought it's this that I want to put on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we have all experienced that before during
Yeah.
like primary school. During
High
those
school.
times, we
High
haven't
school.
even
Sure.
immature.
High school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High school.
Okay. So I have another question. It's, do you agree or disagree with the idea that you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with? Or the quote, show me your friends and I'll show you your future.
Yes.
Wait,
I
I
completely
actually
agree.
don't really like understand that well.
So I actually wrote this question.
Yeah.
It's like, who you surround yourself with impacts who you become as a person.
Okay.
So you inevitably inherit the traits of the 5 people you hang out most with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, 1,000%.
Definitely.
I
Yes,
agree with that.
I agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think I know the five people.
Hang out with us.
I have an idea.
Yeah. I just feel like, I think that the 5 people who I surrounded myself in high school really influenced who I have become today.
Yeah, for sure.
I was around a friend group who really valued work hard, play hard. So
Huh.
we would work really, really hard at school, but we also partied really hard.
Okay.
And I feel like because of that, I have also like adopted that mindset. Whereas back in primary school, I would not even swear, I wouldn't do anything. It was just academics and work and all that stuff. But once I was introduced to a friend group that knew how to embody both, I was like, oh, I can do the same thing. And I also like saw some of my friends who had bad influences around them end up in a place where they've been compromised so many times because they didn't have that supportive friend group around them. I would like to say that like who you surround yourself with doesn't affect how you're like in the future, but I feel like it matters.
But it does.
It matters.
Yeah.
It does.
Another one. I have a little sister, and she tells me a lot about who she hangs out with. And from an outsider's perspective, and also as her older sister, I kind of want to protect her from friends who are a bad influence. Because when she was hanging around people who were doing a lot of like bad stuff, she ended up getting herself into a lot of trouble countless of times.
Yeah.
But now that she's hanging out with better people, how she's been behaving and acting has been very different. And it's weird seeing that who she's surrounding herself with has an impact on how she's like.
It does, because like when you're growing up, it's what shapes you, no? Like
Yeah.
you're not with your family 24/7. Like 7 hours, 8 hours of the day go with those people every single day, Monday through Friday. You know what I mean? How do you not at that point adopt something from your friends? And like when you grow, especially, you start getting conditioned to things. And that's why like when you say how weird it was to see the switch for your sister to go from
Yeah.
one to the other, but makes sense. It's such an interesting thing to see, because like obviously you think about it in a theoretical way, but then when you actually see it happen,
happening, yeah.
you're like, oh damn, like this is what I was like as a kid. Like when it happened to me, like, oh my god, how do my parents deal with me? But like, you know what I
Real.
mean? But that's like the best ways to know that she's moving in the right direction, you moved in the right direction. Like everything's working out the way it's meant to be. If you have good influences around you that can push you in that direction, perfect. Even if you have bad influences at any point, it's okay. You still learn from those experiences, but you'd have to like turn it around to go back. But I would say, even sometimes when you're friends with people who are some people who are bad influence, it doesn't always necessarily mean that you will be fully influenced, because like
Yeah.
you still have your own established morals and principles,
Yeah.
so that kind of also still is like a barrier for that to be like crossed if you really want to like adopt those traits. But
And
yeah.
sometimes if you are friends with people that are negative influences and you do have like very strict morals, you could kind of see them and be like, those are people that I don't want to be like.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Agree.
But at the same time, I feel like especially in adolescent years, a lot of kids I feel like they put more importance on their relationship with their friends than anything
Yes.
else.
Yeah.
1000%.
So they most likely would try to adopt the same traits as them in order to fit in. Because I feel like, especially in adolescent years, fitting in is such an important thing for us. Because we always want to, like, we want to be with the majority. We want to, like, have
Yeah.
friends,
Yeah.
you know. So I think it's difficult to not be influenced by the people that you surround yourself by.
Yeah.
It is. It weighs down on you, man.
I feel like I have been influenced by the people around me in a sense that they are all from really like diverse cultural backgrounds, different like family backgrounds, as well as their views on romantic relationships. So that really helped me to see the world in a more like diverse way instead of like just seeing things in a single perspective.
Yeah.
So I think that's how friends influence me and shape me who I am, like being able to see things more differently.
I agree with you. It's like a journey for me, because based on my experience during primary school, I have friends that I consider them friends, but actually they're not because of the bad influence. But I'm glad that I realized that and parted ways with them, and
That's nice.
that's a good influence for me, because I realized that I don't want to be like the people that had bad influence towards me, and that I want to become better, like for myself and for other people.
That's really, really
Yeah.
sweet.
Yeah.
You know, I think one way I would describe this entire thing, like to kind of sum up the whole question, I would say it's like you start off life with like tunnel vision. That's like you and your morals and your principles. Everything starts like lighting up in little stripes around, and those are all little experiences that you collect from people. Whether it be people that were bad influences, doesn't matter. You still
Yeah.
learn so much to know that that's
Yeah.
not what you want to do, or that's maybe something you want to do. I don't know. You know what I mean? But like from everything, good or bad, you always like pick up something or the other.
That's a really good way. For,
Yeah,
like,
that's a really
wrapping
good way
up.
to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for that's the end of the debate question.
Ooh,
'Cause
okay.
we're going next. It's some tips on making friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really cute.
Yeah, I interviewed like some of my friends, and the most common struggles they had is that because most all my friends are kind of introverted, so it's kind of hard for them to like make friends. So I want to kind of like share like what tips we have on
Okay.
making friends. Yeah.
I'd say one, don't be afraid to look goofy, and don't be afraid to make that joke or make that comment, because most likely if you make a comment or a joke you find funny and someone in the room laughs at it, or if they reciprocate, that's how you know, okay, we have the same humor, we have the same interests, we have the same da-da-da-da. You can go from there. And also, if you kind of remove that whole idea of like, oh, what if they think I'm weird? What if they like find me really awkward? Everyone's awkward, everyone's weird,
Yeah.
everyone has like those little quirks about them. If someone comes up to you and like they show you their silly side and
There's silly side.
they're, I don't know, it's like if
Like,
you're not
come on, have you met the five of us?
yeah, have you?
Sandra definitely.
that
Oh,
out.
do not cut that
We're putting
out.
it
Sandra
in.
definitely showed us her goofy
Yeah.
side, like straight off the bat. I mean, and that's one of the reasons why we are how we are.
Yeah.
That's why we're friends.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like a good advantage that comes with like showing off your goofy side straight off the bat is that like you can find people who really match your vibe.
Yeah.
Because like, what's the point in being friends with people if like you guys don't click, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Imagine I dabbed and they started like giving me the side eye. Like,
It's just
Hey,
like,
Sandra.
I don't want to be friends with people like
the
that.
fuck are you doing? Hit the dab. Hey!
All the Gen Alphas are over here like, the fuck are they doing?
We're gonna lose viewers.
Nah, I'm sorry. That was a plus 100 aura move. Okay. Okay. I'd say one thing that was really big for me is like you don't really need to be afraid of anyone's reactions. So what? Like
Yeah.
you're not
Yeah.
really gonna see some of the same people ever again.
Yeah. fair.
Like, you know what I mean? Like sometimes like if I'll go out or I'll do something and like my friends don't want to ask for something, I'll be like, you know what? Sure, I'll go. It's not like I'm ever gonna see this person again. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I do be like that sometimes too. Like, I get nervous or whatever,
Yeah.
and they help me through it sometimes. But like most of the time, if you're ever nervous, just tell yourself like, who cares? Am I gonna see this person again? Maybe. But if I don't, perfect. I maybe embarrassed myself one time, but that was that, right? Like, I don't have to deal with it again. And if they reciprocate, then, well, we're both weird together then at that point. So, like, works out.
I feel like if you act goofy first, it helps the other person let their guard down
Yeah.
and treat the conversation with more ease. Also, just ask questions. Ask the other person questions. Also, maybe be in a position where you're listening more than talking. But if that
Yeah.
person's introverted, then carry the conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
definitely
don't
depends
be
on the
shy to
people that
carry
you're
that
talking to,
conversation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Be curious.
Be curious.
My fellow curious Georges.
I'd say those are my
Yeah.
Those
favorites.
are pretty much that, yeah.
I think the most important, it's like for me, it's stepping out my comfort zone because I'm a very introverted person, and it's hard for me to make friends because I'm scared to walk out of that line. So, but when I got into uni, it's gotten better because like everyone I met, it's introverted. So it's like it's okay. So like for me, just stepping out my comfort zone and like talk anything, like talk whatever you like movies or like songs or whatever, and like along the way, you're gonna meet friends that have the same interests as you.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, as an introvert and as an extrovert, well, technically I'm an introverted extrovert, but how would you want me to approach a conversation if I were to be like, oh, I want to be friends with you, and I know you're an introvert? Like, what is a comfortable pickup
Yeah.
line?
That's actually a
Pickup
really
line.
good question.
I don't know, but I think
Like, hey,
yeah,
really cool
it's
hair.
like start like if you're actually gonna start a conversation with me, then it's okay because I'm gonna start feeling more comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I've noticed that, like, especially with school here, whenever I have any classes, because there's not a lot of international kids in science, okay? So, like, I have to I'm trying to make a lot of, like, local friends. And sometimes it's really hard because, like, they're so shy sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's so okay because, like, I love it. They're so sweet. Sometimes, like, all I do is if I just go up and I realize and I recognize if I just say anything random and I start talking, they're like, okay. And then they start talking to me.
Yeah,
And then I'm like,
yeah.
okay. And then they'll see me next class and they'll be like, and I'll be like, yeah, like you still remember me, bro.
Friendship
Let's go.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, like just a simple hi and like how you're doing, and it started like you can start a conversation very easy.
Right. Agreed.
Yeah, I feel like for introverts, it's just that they are kind of nervous to make the first step. So
Yeah,
if
yeah,
other
yeah.
people make the first step, and then they would start also opening up themselves. At least that is, as an introvert coming from me, I would find it really easy to just talk about myself and engage in a conversation when other people try to approach me. And actually it has gotten better when I entered uni. I would be more willing to strike up a conversation as well. Yeah. So
I mean, made sense. You came to us when we started this podcast, so like
Yes,
you
sir.
didn't. Woo.
Yeah, she was the one that walked up to us.
She walked up to us at the end, bro.
And it all turned out for the better.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
definitely.
Wait, so what does everybody consider themselves? Like extrovert or introvert?
An introverted extrovert. So I like to recharge alone. I get so exhausted being around people, but when I am around people, it's really easy for me to strike up a conversation.
I'm
Okay.
the same way.
Yeah.
Literally the same. Like I need some of my time alone sometimes,
Yeah.
but when I can be out there, I can be out there.
Yeah.
Surely I'm not as bubbly and as you guys, but then like
Shut up. Yes, you are.
like I also need time to recharge like myself, like just
Yeah.
being in with myself, but I also have no problem like just talking to people now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Two.
I'm an introvert, but if I've gotten closer with like people, I start to become extrovert. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
I think it really depends on my mood. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
That's also
when
really
I'm
relatable.
tired and I can't be asked, then I'll probably be introverted. I won't strike up a conversation with
Yeah.
anybody. But get a couple drinks in me.
Get a couple drinks in anyone and we're fucking yapping all
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
Now y'all speaking my language.
Ooh. Should
Yeah,
we go
but-
drink next time?
Yeah, guys. Next
An
episode.
episode?
Next episode. 10
Next
a.m.
episode.
drink.
Chug.
chug, chug.
Do you know that? The and then like you. and then-
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
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 You guys, man.
We are not drinking at 10 in the morning.
No.
Unless if we get 10 likes on this video.
10
Yo,
likes.
guys.
Wait, is
10
10 a lot?
likes?
How many did we get in our last one? No, if we get 30 likes.
Ooh, okay.
30 likes, and we'll bring a drink in next week.
We'll
Yeah.
drink with our professor.
Yeah, no, honestly. Yo, can I like be so for real? Can we bring him in for the next episode? I feel like it would be so
Oh,
fun.
yeah. Yeah.
It would.
Okay. Since we're on the topic of making friends, who's your guys' best friends? Like, how do you guys met? And, like, what have they taught you?
I think you should go first, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Mine's the one. Wait, where? Oh, she's right there. Yeah. So she's my. We have a friend group. We're all from rope skipping, and she was the first best friends. Like she was my best friend since the beginning. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So we went to the same middle school. She's a year younger than me, and we're on the same rope skipping team. And we started off as like just like teammates, and then we realized that we both have a very big passion for rope skipping. So we even like
That's
went
really cool.
out to like outside studios to learn rope skipping. And we just started like hanging out and realized we have like a lot of the same interests, like the same hobbies, the same like the what we like what we like to do, what we like to eat, and like our personality are very similar. We're both kind of introverted, but when we're very like hyped, we're very extroverted.
Yeah.
And we started, and it's been. I think it's almost gonna be our. Wait, what am I talking? Okay, it's almost like
I feel that. I feel that today.
yeah, it's almost 10 years.
Damn,
As, like,
girl,
becoming
that's
friends.
amazing.
Yeah. Like even though, cause I'm very busy with like Denso right now, but so I haven't like been talking to her that much. But every time we talk, it's like it doesn't feel that long. Like it's like we only like haven't talked for like one day or something like
That's
that.
really
It feels kind of like that. And the one thing that I've learned from her that I guess it's okay to be vulnerable sometimes, because I always try not to show my vulnerability to others, and I always try to keep like things to myself, like the stress, the struggles I'm having, and she taught me how to like not keep it to myself and show it to like other people. So like it's kind of deep, but like because my mom, like, I choked.
Oh my god, dude.
My mom passed. No, it's okay. My mom passed like 7 years ago, and she was the first person that I like opened up to her about the the struggles I'm having with doing this kind of situation. Because like I try not to show to people. I try to show that I'm okay, but
Yeah.
like deep down,
She's
like
your
I'm not
safe
okay.
space.
Of
Yeah.
course, bro. It's natural.
Yeah, I realize it's okay to sometimes show my vulnerable side to people.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
It's okay, girl.
She is your safe space.
Yeah.
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 For me, my high school best friends are Lana, shout out to you, Rhiannon, and Ayu. So I met them in high school, including my guy best friends, which are Caleb and Michael. And then also my uni best friend is Gabby. And I feel like with all of those friends, especially from the girls, I realized like what they taught me is that you can be honest, but in a loving way. So I love that whenever I do something wrong, they always hold me accountable, but with my best interest in mind.
Truly, I agree with that.
And like whenever they speak to me, like I can always feel that they're coming from like a place of love. And I feel like a lot of my communication style has developed because of how they have spoken to me. Yeah, I love my friends. Yeah, they are literally like my safe space, and I would consider them family.
They're the best.
They're the best. Shout out to you. I miss you guys, especially for the ones who are abroad.
Aw.
Yeah.
I
You're
feel
in
like-
Sandra's
sorry.
thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, continue, Christine.
I feel like one of my closest friends also taught me like honesty, because like there was this time I told her about okay, I'm not gonna go like deep what I did, but then or like it's about like trying to handle another friend.
Okay.
And she talked about like she was really straight off honest, telling me that I feel like you should have perhaps done this, or maybe it may not be the best way to handle that. So I really appreciated that she just gave me that perspective of seeing things differently instead of just telling me, oh yeah, you're right, and just telling me that it's fine. Like it's not fine, obviously, when I actually need to know it's not. And I met her in secondary school, and actually we weren't that close back then until we went to like perhaps S4, S5. So
Lance is like, ooh.
Yeah, are you gonna name drop?
yeah, actually I could name drop. Her name's Kushi.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I really like being with her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Aw.
It's
Very
like it's also like she's really busy, especially because she is in HKUST. So really busy with midterms and all of that. But still like I feel like it's really balanced in a sense that she would ask me out and then sometimes I would ask her out. So it's never like one-sided.
Yeah.
Love that.
I love that too.
Nice.
All right. Hee. Okay. So, like, I do have a lot of people that I'm very close to. So, first of all, shout out to Uno Gang. I love you guys, every single one of you. Some of my, my three
Uno
girly
cards?
best friends. No, yeah, literally, because we always used to play Uno. That's why it's called Uno Gang. It's so stupid, but I love it. I love them all. But my three closest girlies, I would have to say, are Michelle, I love you, girl. Nicole, I love you, Miss Worldwide. And Shrad, I love you, Miss Tiny Mike. But I love them so much. But one of the stories I want to talk about is how I met Michelle, because that was the great.
Sorry.
Put those hands away. Put them away.
My bad gang.
What did you even do?
I just want.
Okay, so let's do it together. Ready? 3,
Alright.
2, 1.
Gang shit.
do this. I
Gang
really
Oh, wait,
shit,
you're doing
that's
this?
all
I'm doing
I'm
this.
on.
Is it like this? Oh yeah.
Rockstar.
Rockstar.
I'm sorry. What the? Bro, Sandra's a blood.
No, she's actually part of the blood.
Crips. I'm sorry. Don't find me, please. I'm not gang affiliated.
We're not. We're HKU affiliated.
I
Okay.
swear, I'm
I
just
can
a
make a
Bo
snake
Peep.
with my hands though.
I can just go like this. That's the most I can do.
I realized I actually couldn't control my fingers that well for this because I rarely do this, you know.
She's like Spider-Man.
Hey.
Yo, guys, wait.
Welcome to Earth.
Welcome to Earth. Why do I feel like we're slowly losing it?
Sorry. Sorry, my bad. Okay.
I love my
Okay, let's get back.
Yeah, we're just all
continue.
showing our silly
I'm
side.
sorry for derailing the
See
discussion.
what I mean? Be goofy, guys. It
Yeah.
works.
One of the tips of making friends here.
Maybe hold back a little bit.
Okay.
Shout out. You're
Okay.
shouting out.
Shout out to Michelle. Love you, babe. Literally the way that we met, crazy, and we've been friends since then. It's been like 6 years now, but like we met on New Year's Day, from 2018 turning 2019, and everyone at that time used to go to IFC, the roof for like everything to do with New Year's, right? And I was there with like a bunch of other like Indian friends, and she was there with some other girl. Then at one point, I'm standing and it's like we're in a circle, right? Like me and my friends, and I'm facing that way. And I see some random girl just looking at me, and she's like alone, but she just kept staring at me. And at that time, like I was low-key going through something of my own where I was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's make new friends. Because I was going through something with my other friends, and I was
Yeah.
like, you know what? Maybe I need to just put myself out there and make new friends. Lo and behold, she comes up to me and she's like, hey, I lost my friends. Is it okay if I like stand here with you for like the time being? And I was like, okay, sure. Like, why not? I don't know who she was. I was like, I don't know who you are, but okay. She stood with me. We spoke. We met one time. We went for one lunch, and then she left for boarding school to the UK. But we called every single day, and we spoke every single day. And like our entire friendship throughout the years it's just insane because we had the biggest distance between us because she went to boarding school. Then she came back to Hong Kong, but she lived in Clearwater Bay. Wow. And then she went to the US for uni for a year, so I didn't see her for a year, and we were apart again. And now she literally lives 2 minutes away from my house. So like, for the fact that like we met in such close proximity at a random IFC event, just there, to like being so far apart to now literally being next door neighbors, basically. Like,
That's really
just
cool.
crazy.
Meant
I
to
love you
be.
so
That's
much, girl.
crazy.
It's just solid proof that you guys are so good
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
Like deadass, so random. She was like, I lost my friends. I was like, okay. And then we went for lunch and we vibed and we were like, okay. And that's how it all started.
Dang.
But crazy. Love it.
So cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess it's my turn. My turn. Okay, I want to give a shout out to Virgin Squad. You know, my homies, my OGs. You got Nick, Justin, Darren, Bradley, Cody, William, Isaac, Marco, and me, obviously. And shout out to Who Will. My other group chat, especially Assad, he's been supporting this podcast a lot. So shout out Assad.
Shout out to you.
This is for you, homie. Yeah, and matter of fact, shout out Zach and Aaron, my homies, my OGs from the Philippines. You know, friends since childhood. If you're watching this, I love you guys. Yeah.
So what they teach you?
That's that.
They taught me how to have fun.
I love that.
Yeah, they taught me how to have fun. Basically, they are like 90% of the fun that I have in my life. And special shout out to my bestest friend, who's also my girlfriend, Selena.
Shout out to you.
Hi, Selena.
You thought I forgot?
Dude, she's the best.
Yo,
Yeah.
saving the best for last, okay?
Of course.
Hey,
of course.
can I just say how me and Selena became friends?
Yeah, sure.
Hey,
Let's go
Selena,
for it.
shout out to you. So, we went out for my birthday. Lance and his friend group joined my friend group, and we went out. And 2 hours into the club, me and Selena both get really fucked. We run off together to the bathrooms, taking turns puking into the fucking toilet bowl. And then after that, we're like, oh, we need water. So we go off to get water. And then we puke in the planters together. And then throughout that night, we're just bonded. Bonded like that.
Come to a recording session. Bond
Yes.
with all of us.
Lifers.
Yes.
Yeah. I forgot to shout out my friend. Shout out to you, Mavis.
See, she didn't forget.
Shout out
she didn't
Mavis.
forget.
I didn't forget. Okay.
Oh my god. That was so funny.
Damn. Okay. It's almost like the end of the episode. But before we wrap up, I want to play a little game.
Okay.
Like never have I,
love
ever.
games.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you guys like a bunch of questions related to friends and see if you guys have done it or have not.
Where's your paper?
Have or have not.
I forgot to print mine.
You just do yes or
Yeah. Yes or no.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the first question. Never have I ever had a crush on a friend's siblings.
Oh, have. I have. Some of my friends' siblings are really attractive. There was one, okay? And I still think he's attractive, but never gonna happen, bro. Because she's like, the sibling's crazy. Not the one I find attractive, but my
Okay.
friend, she's fucking crazy. Not my friend anymore, but
Oh,
and for another day.
okay, okay.
Okay. For the second question. Never have I ever shared a secret with a friend but later on regretted it.
Oh, of course. So many times
many
when it's gotten
times.
back to me, but not from the same person.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh damn, what did I do?
I'm like a chronic oversharer too, so this happens way
Yeah.
more often than I'd like.
Like sometimes in my head, I'm like, maybe just shut up, Ritz. Like,
Yeah.
stop talking, stop it.
Yeah.
Okay. Third question. Never have I ever got drunk with a friend and did the craziest and stupidest thing.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. That I don't think
Can I hide behind it? Like,
Yeah.
I'm in
Whenever
the middle.
alcohol's involved.
whenever alcohol is involved, never a good idea, guys. Don't drink.
Honestly, I still do like stupid shit when I'm not drunk. So
Stay in school.
It's just
Stay
a
in
normal
school.
everyday routine. Okay, so the fourth question. Never have I ever fought with a friend, like you had a very like
Like a physical
intense,
fight?
intense like fight,
Fight.
but it ended up like made up in the instance like after the fight.
oh yeah,
Oh, made up
for
instantly
sure,
after.
bro.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like half of my fucking friend group, basically,
But I feel
or
like-
all of them.
Okay, is it just me, or is it whenever guys fight, you guys are very verbal about it and you just get it all out, whereas with girls, it's like Cold War?
No, it
yeah,
really is.
yeah.
Not
Why
gonna
is
lie,
it?
some of my friends like acted like girls.
Yeah, no, can I be so honest? I'm sorry, but some guys, holy shit, I've not like I don't want to be mean, but like some guys are just so much more emotional than I am about certain things. And I'm like, dude, why are you deeping it that much? I mean, I'm not deeping it that much. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like not all things. Some things I do get, but some things I'm just like, yo, y'all deeping it more than I am. Like if
so
I'm not
funny.
deeping it, why are you deeping it that much, bro? Come on. But
That's
like
really funny. For me, it's the complete opposite. It's like I'm so emotional, and whenever I have a problem with my guy friends, they're like, okay, I didn't know. Okay, what do you want me to do about it? I'm like, brother, just like try. Like I'm out here telling you I don't like the way you're texting me and how like you're being really like nonchalant with texts and like sending me full stops after your okays, and they're like, that's just how I text.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, next
Whoops.
question.
You know
Yeah,
what you
fuck-
do,
fuck
Sandra's
guys.
guy.
Fucking hell, Michael.
Going through a mental breakup with you right now.
Okay. The next question. Never have I ever forgotten a friend's birthday.
I have.
Sorry.
I have not.
It's like, I have.
Sorry.
It's just sometimes it slips my mind.
Yeah.
I'm really bad with remembering a lot of people's birthdays, so I have to put it down on a calendar now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same.
me
Yeah.
too, me too. But like, it's not because you're not of importance to me.
Yeah,
It's
no,
genuinely because
genuinely.
like there's so much going on in my head. But at the same time, I also know that's an excuse. So
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
Fair enough. Guys,
Gomen
guys,
aside.
in unison, together, 3, 2, 1. I'm
I'm
sorry.
Okay. The last question. Never have I ever ditched class just to hang out with your friends.
Such enablers. They're such enablers. They're like, why go to class anyways?
Okay, listen.
It's not like it takes
though
attendance.
we enable, who made the ultimate decision to stay?
Cool.
I'm side-eyeing you right now.
Wait, can I add to these questions?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it.
Never have I ever kissed my opposite sex best friend.
You two are crazy.
Oops.
Oopsies.
Didn't end well, let's just say that.
Never have I ever gotten with the same person as my best friend.
The same person as my best friend?
Yeah. So you and your friend have gotten with like the same person.
Sure, yeah. I wouldn't really consider her friend
Guys.
anymore, but like at the time,
Guys,
yeah.
this is fucking crazy now.
No, yeah, I
I'm
have, bro.
nervous now.
It's just us two,
Yeah.
You're just airing your shit out right now.
bro. Okay, let me think. Ooh, never have I ever still not told that friend that one little white lie that you said. That one time. Still haven't said it.
Of course.
Sorry.
I tell white lies all the time.
Yeah, no, me too.
Same.
All the time.
I love that hat. White lies all the time.
I'm going this podcast.
Yo, we don't want to get demonetized, bro.
Oh, wait, bleep that out. Bleep that out. Bleep that out.
No, can we actually? That would be so funny.
Yeah, just bleep it. Actually, YouTube might. Whoops. Sorry.
Are there any other questions?
Are there?
Never have I ever killed someone and buried them with my best friend.
Obviously, duh.
Duh.
Who hasn't?
Who has it?
I don't know.
Wait, what?
What do you mean? Vanessa.
I mean, technically we killed him, but we didn't bury him together.
She's like,
Sorry, it's too early in the morning.
I think we should end the episode here. I think that's our
Probably.
cue. That's
the
our cue.
For sure.
It's just me being too slow here.
Vanessa, wrap us up.
Hey,
This was-
wait.
oh.
To new friends.
New friends.
Guys, new friends on 3. 1, 2, 3. New friends. Let's go. Okay, wait, guys. Can we do it in a line starting from Christy, then Sandra, then Vanessa, then last, then me?
Okay,
Let's do it.
okay.
Let's do it.
I'm going to
let's do
get flamed so hard if my friends see this.
it. You know what? Who cares? They're still your friends.
Fake friends.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Christy, go. Yeah, let's go. That was so good.
Oh my god. Wow.
Gang shit.
This was so much fun.
I know, this is too good.
I was so exhausted from yesterday because I went to see you to perform, and I was
yeah.
like, I'm so exhausted, but it was so crazy today.
I know.
And
I saw your video on Instagram.
Hey,
I was like,
guys,
wow.
check out Danso. I saw that booty shaking in that box. So good, so good.
Okay.
I was like, ma'am, maybe do that for us.
Yeah.
Us too.
Yeah. So the question again: do you guys think you've matured after today?
I don't know. I felt like a child today.
Yeah.
But I love it because I feel like if you can act childish around people, then that means they just have that sort of awareness where they're okay with not taking things so seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's maturity in itself.
It is.
Yes.
I definitely think we have. Come on. Like
Yeah.
today, we got to share a lot of experiences, both good and bad, that I realized, like, all of you, when you guys were explaining a story or explaining something, every single time right after, you would explain what you learned from it. And I think that in itself already tells you that we have matured so much from these experiences because
Yeah.
clearly we're not the same people that we were then.
Exactly.
We're only better and the best versions of ourselves right now. So, guys,
Yeah.
shout out to the
Shout
best
out.
versions of ourselves.
Every single time we spoke about something, I feel like we've tried being really respectful.
Yeah. Shout out to our friends.
Yeah,
you
shout
guys
out to you
helped
guys.
us along
Love
the
you
way.
guys.
Yeah. So thanks for tuning in to this episode of Mental Breakup. Whether you're thriving or still trying to figure out what is your definition of friendship or your role in your friends group, just know you're getting there and True Friends always got your back. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and all comments on your thoughts about friends. See ya.
In a bit.
Yes!
In a bit.
See you.
Bye. In next
Bye.
episode.
And that's it for maturing.
Maybe.
And we out.
We out.
We're out.